in terms of an interview. I had never really. I kind of got into it a little bit. I'll contextualize it a little bit more here. I had made an Anime Anthems Volume 3, all these chiptune covers of anime openings. Yeah. One of those was the Beyblade opening. I threw it up on SoundCloud. And about over a year ago now, by the time people are listening to this, almost 2 years ago, I was on a gig. I do like AV work on the side, and I get a notification, a SoundCloud comment notification. And so it was like congratulatory of the cover. It was like, oh, this is really cool. Still out here. I am the original singer. I'm like, what? Let me look. So I copy and paste the name into Google, and it throws me a Wikipedia article of Lukas Rossi. I'm like, Lukas Rossi? I scroll down and I see Beyblade theme song singer. And I am like, there is no way that my cover has just come across the ears of the original singer of the very song I covered. Like, this is where it gets too real, or like it's working too well almost. And so, as one does when they have a podcast about anime music, I slid into his SoundCloud DMs. I was like, check your DMs. I commented back. And I basically asked him if he wanted to come on the show. And he said yes. I couldn't believe it. And so this is Lukas Rossi speaking on recording the opening of the Beyblade theme song, Morgan.
I need to ask this as a huge fan of this show. Like, please tell me like your experience like recording the Beyblade theme song. Like, how did the opportunity come about? Like, what was the process like? Like, if you can give me A to Z, I would be so intrigued to know.
It was actually, okay, the first band I was in, the band I was just telling you about,
right,
was called Cleavage, right? And Martin Kuchai, who I co-wrote it with, and that he just happened to be at a show of ours, and he's from Prague, okay, so he has like a super thick accent. So I was, after our show, before on my way to go get the free beer shit, he's there, he's like, hello, my name is Martin Kuchai, it's a very good set. And I was just like, thank you, wow, thanks, man, where are you from? And he told me about, he was just such a sweet, innocent, gentle soul, with all these maniacs around, like, hey, bro, I'm like, thank God, this guy's rad. And he's like, we kept talking. The week after that, he called me and he's like, I have this thing that I'm doing for television for a show, and like, I would love for your voice to like help me with it. And I was like, sure. So I went down to like Queen Street or something, like far down in the abyss of Toronto. And it was like midnight. And it was just this little room that he rented where, he had a couple screens, a couple preamps and his guitar. Small, like very small. A production room where you do demos and stuff like that, or scoring, So I walked in and I see these images of what everybody knows today as Beyblade, right?
Right.
And at that time, like, I was like, I had no fucking idea what's going on here. Like, does this guy like cartoons? Like, I didn't know it was anything to do with what was on these two screens of his, And he's like, this is going to be Beyblade. It's going to be like a cartoon, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what do you mean? So are we doing a song? He's like, yeah, we're going to do it to like what we're looking at. I'm like, wow, that's fucking, wow. How do you do that? And, 2 hours later, you have what has been like an anthem for millions and millions and millions of people, and that turned into toys and fucking. I was at a convenience store here in America, right? I had my son with me. He was like 3 feet tall. I'm holding his little chubby hand. I was getting him like a couple of like just treats. It's a trick for dads to make your kids like calm down a bit. for the moment, because then they get the sugar and then you're fucked right back again. So I'm bringing him in, and he's like, "Oh, Dad, it's the Beyblade." And he had a lisp, little lisp. "It's the Beyblade." And I go, "You know Beyblade?" And he's like, "Duh." I go, "What the fuck?" And then also I felt so proud. My chest kind of went like, and I went, "You know your dad sings that song." And he goes, "Yeah, right, Dad. No, you did no." And I go, "No, I swear to God." So I bought him one. He's in the back seat, like, fucking just ripping it up. And I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm driving. I turn around. I go, "Yep, that's your dad." So it was a monumental, like life changing moment for me and my son. You know, Beyblade. Thank God, man. I'm so glad that all those millions of people loved it, and I was a part of it. That's just a blessing, you know, and
true
so
blessing.
random. But I don't believe in random. I believe that God is just puts us in situations that are either good for you or test you to be good, you know.
Absolutely. That song has an energy that I think represents your music very well as well. So I really think that the choice of having you sing it makes so much sense, because there's this like action and intensity and energy that needs to be carried in this show. And the opening, you know, when you hit, I've said this before, when you hit play on any anime, any show, like the opening song is the first thing we listen to. So we want to be in the mood. We want to get hyped up. We want to feel the energy. We want to feel like ready. And they did it right.
Dude, like all the feels. I'm so proud of that recording. I'm so proud of that interview. And the Beyblade theme song recorded in Toronto.
That's one of the things that I carried from that. Was like, hey, you know, he's like, "Oh yeah, go in Toronto." I'm like, "Hey, what? Wait,
Queen Street.
wait a minute." Nice, really cool. Really fun clip to and you know, a bit of a touching end there with the sun and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of awesome, because that's the thing, is it really kind of, you know, like anime obviously carries through to people in so many ways, right? And yeah, I remember, you know, I remember the Beyblade explosion. That was crazy. That was insane on the primary school grounds.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, really cool, a really cool clip. And yeah, that was, so you said that was your first interview like this, right?
My first JaianMusic Notes interview ever was the singer of the Beyblade theme song. Someone who's also Lukas Rossi has sang on like 3 Days Grace.
Oh yeah.
He won a reality show back in the day called Rockstar Supernova.
Oh, you know, I actually think I might have watched this with my family.
He's the winner.
That, oh really? Okay, my God, it's been so long.
I know it's been a minute
But
for me.
No,
I
for sure. I watched much of that stuff, but with my family, we loved watching. There was that one, and there was another show like this that we would watch.
All that to say that, like, being able to pick someone's brain that's performing at that level, like, I said this on previous recordings, like that Lukas Rossi interview like plays in my head like almost every day. Like I think about it. I think about like how he looks at music and how he thinks about music. And I'm like, this is like one of the most successful people I've had the chance to like share a conversation with. Like I'm going to remember what is applicable to me and like just like absolutely like lean into it. And I think it was such a lovely conversation to have.